So if you're having a hard time like I was overcoming urges, like you're getting this urge to do bad habits that you know are bad for you, like you're getting this urge to eat that cookie, you're getting this urge to play video games even though you know you're not supposed to, and you really don't know how to stop. Well, I don't think that this is going to be the absolute cure, but I think that this method might actually help you stop you before you actually start to indulge in the bad habit, and it'll like give you this like moment of being able to step away and being able to be like, actually I don't want to do this, and you can overcome that urge. So before we get into that though, I have to introduce you to Pavlov's dog. Hope I said that right. So essentially this is an experiment in which scientists had a dog, and they would ring a bell, and when that bell was rung, they would like have the smell of like nice tasting food, like nice steak. I don't know what dogs like, but essentially it would be something that makes the dog salivate. And so I'm trying to explain this right. So essentially a bell, when the bell is rung, nice smells come through the room and the dog starts to salivate. And what they did was that they started to do it more often, and at one point they just rung the bell and the dog started salivating. Like the smell hadn't even gone into the room and like into the dog's nose and through the brain processes and shit. But essentially just at the sound of the bell, the dog started to salivate because he anticipated that the smells were coming, and so the bells just became a like salivate. So the bells became a trigger for the dog to start salivating, even though there was no actual like physical process that should get him to salivate. And so what's really interesting is that you can condition your brain and body to start to get into to start to trigger your brain to get into these states where you can actually resist urges. So this can seem kind of specific, but a practice that I want you to do today and try to implement it into your daily routine is to start doing affirmations in a journal while listening to a specific song or playlist. And so what you're going to do is, if for example you're really struggling to stop playing video games, then you're gonna, in this journal, in this affirmation page, you're gonna start writing down like, I'm not a video gamer, I'm not a video gamer, I'm not a video gamer, video games are not part of my identity. Essentially things that like push you away from video games, and you're gonna listen to a specific type of song or like a specific playlist in a specific order. And now this is the important part. When you get an urge, I want you not necessarily to do that practice again, but to listen to that same playlist again. So the idea behind this, now this hasn't been like proven at all or anything, this is just something that I found when I used to like visualize myself playing really well in a soccer game, and I'd listen to a specific playlist. So essentially the playlist was correlated to me playing really well, and I'd start to listen to that playlist before games, and so I get into this like confident mood because I'd seen myself playing really well with like listening to the same playlist. And so the same playlist became the you're a really good soccer player mood. And so if we can get you into the overcoming the urge mood by putting you into like a certain state because of the playlist that you're going to listen to, then I really think that this can help you resist the urge. So like essentially when you're going to listen to that playlist that you've been listening to while crafting an identity, it's going to like spark the part of your brain that you've been creating while making an identity. And so you'll be in this I'm not a video gamer mood, and it'll make resisting video games much easier. So I don't know if I explained this well. I'm sorry if you're confused, but essentially write things down like, I'm not a video gamer, and while listening to like, or it can be one song on repeat if you want, but try to make it a certain playlist and listen to that playlist every time when you do those affirmations. And if you can do it in a like specific order, it would be best. Do it for like 10 minutes. And when you get an urge, you want to listen to those same songs, because it'll put you in this I'm not a video gamer mood, which will make resisting video games much easier. And like another practice which is quite similar, is doing willpower training again while listening to music. So there's a part of your brain called like I can't remember what it's called. I learned about it in Dr. Huberman. If you don't know, willpower training is essentially like engaging the part of your brain that's like the willpower hub, and essentially just resisting something. So put your favorite chocolate bar, put your favorite candy onto a table and simply stare at it for 5 minutes, and that's your willpower training. You're resisting an urge for 5 minutes at a time. But if you can do that practice while listening to music, it's my belief that when you get an urge and you listen to that music again, it'll put you in this resisting urge mode. I hope this wasn't too confusing, and if you can like try this out, see if like it works for you, and maybe let me know, because I was like I kind of like before I fall asleep I get these like, it's usually when I get my best ideas. I don't know why. Now I don't know if this was one of my best ideas, but like I don't know, I thought this would be really cool if like it worked, and it has for me. So I hope this helped you, and I cannot wait to see the progress that you make. Cheers, bro.